welcome back to Planet Groove. I'm Rachel, and joining me on the show, it's Lisa Stansfield. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Now, you've been off the US scene for like 6 years now, and all your fans want to know, where have you been? What have you been up to?
I've not been being lazy.
Right.
No, I made another album, which wasn't released over here. You know, there was like, the American record company said it didn't fit in with what was going on at the time. And rather than rework the album and change everything just for America, you know, we wanted to stay true to ourselves, and we said, well, you know, if you don't want to release it the way it is, we're afraid that, you know, we're not going to do anything about it.
Right, just release it.
So it was a shame, it was a real shame.
Well, as a songwriter, do you write specifically for a market, or do you just go in and just be creative? No,
we go in, and whatever pops out of our heads, you know, that's what ends up on the record mostly.
Right. And now you have another album out. It's doing very well, titled Lisa Stansfield. Tell us about the whole vibe of it.
It sort of goes back to, you know, more so to the first album than anything else, you know, the groove thing. There's a lot of grooves that are quite similar, but it's a lot tougher, I think, than anything that I've done before.
Is that just from experience, or does it?
Yeah, and I think another thing is that we work with different people. We did a lot of things that we hadn't done before. We did some cover versions, you know, we wrote with different people, used another producer who worked with Ian. And it was really refreshing, you know.
Is it difficult letting go, because you are a songwriter yourself, letting go and giving them control over the music?
No, I thought it would be. I really did. I thought I'd be saying, no, 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 no. You know, that's my bit. But no, it was fine, you know, and I'm open to suggestions, and you know, it's good to work with other people because you learn from that experience.
Right, and the lead single on the album, I'm Never Gonna Give You Up, very white tune.
Yeah.
Were you nervous doing a classic?
I was really nervous. You know, I thought, is it going to work?
Yeah, everyone here has been saying it's really an excellent job.
Yeah, I mean, I went in, I did like 2 passes on a vocal, and it just felt right. It just felt really, really good.
Right, and the video is showing a very different side of you. You know, it's how fun was doing that video, you know?
Oh, it was cold and it was very embarrassing.
Was
but
it your
was
idea
worth
to do that whole...
I had similar ideas about the video, but mine involved wearing clothes.
Right. Is it hard when you're doing videos and stuff where, you know, the director wants it a certain way for a certain image and you have a different idea?
No, because before you actually do the video, you sit down and you talk about it, and you know, you say what you wouldn't want to do and how far you would go.
Now, how different is it coming back this time in the US market with the experience that you have? Do you view things differently?
I think it's easier for me in a way because I've been through a lot of experiences. You know, like things like doing interviews, working in TV and all that sort of thing. So you're sort of more, you know, you can sort of see things coming.
Right. It's just easier around the experience.
It's not the unexpected
the
anymore.
experience comes in. All right, well, we're going to talk a little bit more when we come back. Lisa Stansfield on Planet Groove. Stick around, more when we return. Rachel, and Lisa Stansfield is here with me on the show. She's going to perform a little later on, but we're going to chat a little more. All around the world. Girl Talk. All Around the World is one of my all-time favorite songs. Just, I mean, incredible international success. Sold over 5 million. I mean, that's wonderful. Did it surprise you or shock you at all, the success that it had?
Well, I always thought that I was going to be successful, but not to that extent. Really not to that extent. It was like a snowball thing, you know. It was like started off in England, and then it went on to Europe, and then America caught onto it. And it was ridiculous, you know. I was on planes like nearly every day, and I really didn't know where I was from one minute to the next. So it was a bit of a crazy time, really.
Right. How do you measure success? Because you said you knew you'd be successful, but not that successful. What would have been, you know, cool?
I would have been happy with, like, a hit album, you know, relatively successful,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But when something happens, you can't stop it, you know.
Right. Now, when you started in this business, what goals did you have for yourself? You did some TV work?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Which way did you think that you would go?
At the beginning, I was doing stuff because, you know, I didn't have anything else to do. And I'll try that.
Right,
you know.
right.
So I gained a lot of experience from those things. I had a lot of fun doing it as well.
Right, right. Now, there have been quite a few changes in the music business throughout the years. I know in the States. Has it been that way in England as well?
Yeah, I suppose it's that way everywhere, really.
Right.
And I suppose my way of looking at it, the way I see it, is that everything eventually comes around full circle.
Right, right.
So it's like from when I started out, when I became successful.
Right.
It's like now, you know, there's like a British soul movement again. It's all the same thing.
Right.
You know, there's always going to be one band in the charts who nobody really likes.
Right,
you know,
right.
like a teeny band, and it's like always the same.
True.
Really.
Now, I know that you had a proposal to do a part in Four Weddings and a Funeral.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny because I could see you in that role that you know, you were proposed to play.
Yeah,
Is
it was
acting
a shame.
something? It would have been wonderful for you to do that. Is acting something that you're thinking about
I'd like
getting
to do
into?
some acting.
Yeah, do you think
Yeah.
it's possible to fit everything in? Because, you know, with all the way that musicians have to tour so much.
I suppose that, you know, if I was doing a movie, then I'd sort of push back the music for a little while, and vice versa, really.
Right. Well, I know you're on tour right now. You're going all over the world, literally touring. What's in the future for you after this?
A break, I think. No, I've got like a month
You
off.
had a 6-year break, Lisa.
No, I didn't. No,
That's what everyone thinks,
I'm
but
going to
I
have
know.
a rest
Yeah.
Christmas time, and then carry on after the new year.
Right, right. And keep that music coming to the U.S.
Thank you.
No more 6-year breaks for the
I
U.S.
will.
All right. I know coming up you're going to do all of your hits, new, old, everything on the planet. Lisa Stansfield giving us a live concert right here on the planet. Stick around. It's a real thing.